Have you ever dated a man because he had good potential? You are a single woman who sees the best in men and you want the best for them. When you are talking to a man, even if he shows you certain red flags, you want to push past those things and still see the best in him because you are a natural nurturer, you're a natural giver, and you are the person who wants to see the best in anybody and everybody because this was something that you were taught. As Coach Honeylove, I am going to caution you to not see the best in a man, but give him the chance to show you his character. Give him the chance to show you that he can actually pursue after you and give him the chance to show you the actions that you need. So later are the days of a man being able to promise you things, to share his goals, his visions, and his dreams without having the proof being in the pudding. I know I had been a single woman where I had previously saw the best in a man when I was dating. I had wanted to be that person to prove a point. Even though I had the best intentions, it did not get me to the place where I had wanted to be when I was dating men with a relationship mindset. Notice I said with a relationship mindset. So if you are a single woman and you want to date for marriage, you cannot date with a relationship mindset. You cannot date with a mindset of, oh, I'm going to see the best in every man and see what happens, and I'm just going to go with the flow. No, ma'am. Like, you need to know where you are going. You need to know who he is and to know that he has actionable characteristics to show you who he is as a man. When I dated from a potential perspective, within 3 months, I became frustrated. I became tired. I became burnt out because it was not producing the results that I had wanted. You could right now, where you are, be frustrated and burnt out, but still have an organic amount of love within your heart because you love God, you love people, and you want to see the best in them, but yet you are still disappointed. You are still burnt out, but you have not reached the point to where you have completely given up on dating. I want to help you to avoid giving a man chance after chance after chance after chance because you don't want to reach the point to where you get so burnt out where you just say, you know what? I just throw in the towel and I no longer want to date anymore. You don't want to reach the point to where you become so bitter that when a man is interested in you, you just say to him, no thanks. So, when you are dating for potential, I can help you to transition from that to seeing if a man is truly who he is with his actions, with patterns, and with good behavior. You can actually change the way that you date in order for you to position yourself as a wife. So let's get into today's message. I am going to talk to you about a few things, right? The number one thing that I want to talk to you about is if you have been dating for potential, I can almost guarantee that you were taught to be a virtuous woman and you were taught to be patient with a man and not protected. I'm going to say that again. You were taught how to be patient with a man and not to be protected. Put a one in the chat if this is you. I'm going to share with you what does that exactly mean. If you were taught to be patient with a man, you were taught to endure, you were taught to put up with things, and you were taught to go with the flow and to be patient with him and to be there for him. Even if you feel burnt out, even if you feel that he's crossed boundaries, even if he has given you broken promise after broken promise. When you position yourself as a wife, you can be patient with a man, still be a virtuous woman, but still be protected. When a marriage minded man comes on the scene, he should be able to show you that he is a good protector. When it comes to a man being a good protector, he will want to show you that he can help you in the sense of not doing anything that will break your heart. He will want to emotionally protect you. He will intentionally let you know that he doesn't want to cause you to have a free headache or a free heartache because he wants to provide a safe space for you being with him. He definitely wants you to feel safe and protected with him. So even if he does something or says something that is crossing a boundary, he's not going to do it so much to the point to where it is going to be a red flag because he's going to say things like, I didn't mean to do that and really mean it, and he won't do it again. This is why, as a woman, you are going to have to pace yourself. You just can't take a man's word as proof. You need to allow yourself to pace yourself, and you need to allow yourself to wait until his actionable steps are showing what type of character he has and what type of patterns he has. So you can no longer be a patient woman where you just fall in love with all of his words. You deserve to date a man who can protect, provide, and pursue you. You can still be a virtuous woman who is patient, but you don't allow a man to step over you. And plus, I'm sure that God wouldn't want that for you. So when it comes to dating for potential, come out of that. I had to come out of that. I had to say to myself, I had to sit myself down and say to myself, Erica, you deserve a man who can actually protect, provide, and pursue you. You could be patient. Nobody's perfect. But at the same time, you owe yourself to be able to accept a man for who he is and to accept the best version of him. Put a one in the chat if you want to date a man with the best version of himself, where you don't have to build a man, but you can actually date a man who comes on the scene marriage ready, right? My second point is that if you have been dating for potential, you could have been taught to carry a relationship. I remember being in one-sided relationships and it didn't feel good. I remember being the one who would initiate and just feel like I was in a relationship, but yet I was in it by myself. I got to burn out very quickly. And I'm not talking about 3 months, 6 months. No, I'm talking about 4 years. If you were taught to be a strong woman, if you were taught to carry a relationship instead of you being covered, you could potentially be seeing a man what he can potentially do. So when it comes to a relationship and you're carrying the relationship, you are in a one-sided relationship, or you just came out of a one-sided relationship and you want to avoid and you want to prevent yourself from entering into that type of relationship, let this be the last time that you not enter into a relationship where you're carrying it. So when you are dating and you are having conversations, you're not asking surface level conversation questions. You're actually asking in-depth type of questions. And the number one dating question that I teach in Honey Love Dating Academy is asking a man, what is the purpose of you dating? If a man's been thinking about his future, he definitely is going to know the answer to that question. If you're dating a casual dater, he's going to be so nervous. He's going to be like, yeah. When you date a man who is marriage minded and ready, he should be able to say, well, I want to get to know a woman and I want to find my wife. And if you are her, we could potentially have something. He could say, I'm looking for something serious. I don't want to play games. This is one of the things that my husband had said to me when we first met. From the beginning, he let me know that he did not play games. He was tired of women playing games with him. So, when it comes to you carrying a relationship, in order for you to avoid that, you have got to have in-depth conversations and you have to work with your belief system. And this is what I help single women do. Work within their belief system to say, I deserve to be in a relationship where I don't have to carry him, that he wants to take care of me, that I could be a good helpmeet to him, that we complement each other. We have the same values. This is what I help women with when it comes to their belief system. And for them to avoid not entering into a one-sided relationship. You deserve more. You deserve better than not carrying a relationship, but being in a relationship where a man wants to do the work with you. You don't have to carry a man. You don't have to build a bear. And then on top of that, if we were to take it one step further, as a woman, as a woman of faith, as a husband is the head of the wife, if you want to be covered by a marriage-minded man who loves God, you should be able to understand that your value is far above rubies and that you could enter into a two-way relationship that can turn into a beautiful courtship. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to build a bear. You do not have to see a man for his potential, but you can see a man what he brings, the value that he adds, and if he can help make you a better woman. My third tip is if you have seen a man for his potential, I can almost guarantee that you were taught to endure. In the Honey Love Dating Academy, I tell single women do not play the game how many red flags you can see. That can break a woman down in the sense of you can feel like, okay, why am I doing this? Why is it that this man is treating me like this? When you see red flags, that is your sign to exit left because he is not Mr. Right. You want to get to the point to where you date a man and all you see are green flags and all you will know is ooey gooey love. And you can reach to the point to where you say, pinch me. You don't have to prove a point to a man. You don't have to endure so much where you experience abuse. You could be valued. You could be cherished. You could be supported. You don't have to go through hardship after hardship after hardship. This is why, when it comes to dating a man, you have to make sure that he likes you. He has to show you that he likes you so much where you know without a shadow of a doubt that he's into you. In order for you to know that, it needs to be evident that he's into you. So you're not going to fall for a man who has potential, but it's evident that he's into you. It's evident that he's into you by the way he invites you out on dates, by the way he treats you, by the way he makes you feel. And the number one thing that I teach single women is that a man should make you feel safe being with him without a question of the doubt. If you have been taught to endure and to deal with any and everything, let me help you with that. Let me help you with that in the sense of working with your mindset as to how you got there and what it is that you need to do in order to change your mindset and in order to have real life conversations and to be patient enough and to give a man room to show you his character and his behavior instead of trying to rush the process. This is why single ladies are part of the Honey Love Dating Academy. In order for them to position themselves as wives, in order for them to not see a man for his potential, in order for them to manage their emotions and to have real life dating tools to date a man who is to date men who are marriage minded. So if you are a single woman and you were taught to be patient without being protected, if you were taught to carry a relationship and not be covered, if you were taught to endure everything and just to deal with it and to suck it up just to be in a relationship and to not be truly loved with evidence, you need to join Honey Love Dating Academy. We need to work on your mindset. We need to get rid of the misconceptions. You need to know that you can be in a two-way relationship that's fulfilling, that's life-giving, that's a fresh breath of air, and that a man can make you feel safe with him, and that you can date the best version of a man than you have ever dated before. And matter of fact, you won't be dating him long because he's going to be courting you. Put a one in the chat if you want a man to court you. Courtship means is that you are compatible, you have the same values, and that your relationship is leading toward an engagement. That your core value is marriage. His core value is marriage. He ain't got time to be in a long-term relationship with you because he wouldn't want to do that to you. He sees his happily ever after with you. You make him feel like no other woman has made him feel before. And don't think about other women because it's only going to be you who can fulfill those things for him. So these are the things that I teach in the Honey Love Dating Academy. Women who want to position themselves as wives to get the support that they need and to work on their mindset, to manage your emotions, and to have dating strategies that's going to work for your good. Let me help you to come out of those misconceptions and those red flags and those things that are not serving you. You deserve to date better, to level up with your dating experiences, and for you to attract your husband material man into your life, and for you to say, where did you come from? This is the best I have ever been treated. So I hope that you were able to learn things from this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like and share. Join Honey Love Dating Academy if you're ready, because I'm ready to help you. I'm Erica Holston, Coach Honey Love. It's been a pleasure being here with you today. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.